All right, so let's create something from scratch. We're just going to go over and press on the create button. And remember, there's so many things you can make. I'm going to type in flyer here because I want to create a flyer. And then you see all the types of flyers you can make. I'll pick a flyer portrait, event flyer. And of course, you can jump into the templates, but again, we're doing this by scratch, and so let's just create it right from scratch. First thing we can do is take a look at the add page button, and you can add various pages, various types of pages. You can duplicate this page and add another page as well there. If I click on that little white circle, that brings up the coloring. So if I just type in the word green, I get all these shades of green. Blue, same thing. I can also put in hex codes to get an exact color. Let's just pick that color. Notice that I can put in a comment. We'll talk a little bit more later about layering and the positions of objects on the screen. If I want to add elements, I click on elements on the left, type in what I'm curious about. I'll put in a smiley face. And notice when I bring something in like this, I find that it's best to click outside and then back in so I can start moving it around. But I can drag this and resize it. And you see those little snap lines that allow me to align it perfectly. If I click on that little 3-dot menu, lots of things I can do with that 3-dot menu. I can even lock things so that I don't move them around accidentally. Now I want to do some text. I'll add a text box. And again, I find that it's best to click out of it and then back in, and then I can move something around. I can even do the magic right and allow AI to help me write my things. And if you want a heading, a subheading, or a little body of text, they're all over there on the left. And then, of course, you can move them around. And then when you click on the font, you can see that you can make changes to the font, the size, and various other changes to that text. There are other apps you can check out, and then they have some font combinations here that are pretty cool. And so I always am attracted to the glowing ones. They have a really cool look to it. So I'll bring that in. You can change the color of that. Pretty cool stuff. Resize. I will point out, you saw me move and you see those little pink letters come up, and that just helps you align things better. And then you can go to uploads. Let's talk about uploading. And so when I click on upload, I get my my download folder opens up. Bring whatever I want to bring in, that image of a battery here. And then I can crop. And I crop by just double clicking on the picture, and then it has those handles that allow me to rearrange. And then I click away from it, and those handles go away, and then I can move and then resize. So again, cropping is double clicking on an image. And then I have some tools that I can use, such as a marker. There's some highlighters, an eraser. The sticky note is kind of cool. You can bring in sticky notes onto your item. And text and other things. And then the magic media is pretty cool because you can type in what you're wanting. I don't know why I always go with a dog on skates. So it generates for me whatever I typed in as a description. And if I click on it, it comes into my creation. Pretty cool. So that's about it. I hope you enjoy using Canva, and don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions. Take care.